Hello there, welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Jadil Kabiru. I'm always glad to see you joining us for these conversations that I hope will be able to build this country even as we're progressing towards this year's general elections. We're speaking about what Kalonzo said, also rumors about the president, and a tweet by Ledama Olekina. All that in today's political conversation. I'm joined by Herman Manyora, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Today's conversation starts with what Chebukati said yesterday, IEBC's chair. He said that candidates have to May 18th, 16th actually, to come up with the names of their running mates. What do you think of this decision? Has this helped the candidates in any way?
Yeah, they had really been pushed into panic.
Yeah.
So this window of like 2 more weeks is welcome to them.
Is it really helping?
No, it's not that they don't know the running mates.
Eh.
Nobody can be. No, they have always known.
So,
Ruto has always had his running mates.
even Raila?
Of course.
Even these committees that they have?
Those are just that's PR.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see, you buy time and you see how the temperatures are changing and moving. You know?
Yeah.
There are some fires you must put off. So if you have some little time, like now they've been given, it's very welcome.
So when they announce, at least everyone will be...
Yeah, not everyone, but at least they have some leg room.
What do you think about Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka coming out and saying, yo, stop pushing us, my people, stop pushing this deputy president thing. You're making us look weak. We had this conversation and you talked about Kalonzo putting his foot down. He needs to tell them the way. But he also said, if he becomes the deputy president, it's going to be good for us. But if not, things might not be that good for Raila Odinga.
You see, I said Raila is in total control of his home ground. So is Ruto. So is even Uhuru Kenyatta until recently. And so on and so forth. You must be in control. Otherwise, you'll be like Mdavadi. So one measure of knowing how much you are in control, you don't find serious people even questioning Uhuru Kenyatta. No.
Oh.
No, that shows you he's in control.
Even
The people may have an issue with voting for Raila, but make no mistake, the king is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And that's why you have seen any serious politician challenging him.
But
they don't.
We had
Only these young fellows.
Kerenyaga governor.
Those are small fellows.
Anwe
Those
Guru
are
coming
not.
out
Who are
and saying
those?
that the people have forgotten about.
Yeah. Huyo kama Anwe Guru. Yeye ni mboga gani? When the Kikuyus are gathering to speak, you think she can enter the room?
Yeah?
She can't. That's the truth of... And it's not Kenya. When I say people think
Yeah.
it's Kenya, it is the world over, everywhere. Kila kitu iko na wenyewe.
So for Kalonzo, you think he's heading towards the right direction, telling them...
No, now he should do that. He should not allow simple competition from small boys, from these politicians who think they are his equal.
Because
He must put his foot down and tell Wambua from Kericho, concentrate on being senator. Hii mambo iko juu, beyond your pay grade, niachie hii. Yeah, ambia kina Kalonzo Jr. concentrate on being governor of Makueni and help the people of Makueni. Na hii mambo iko sisi vigogo huko juu. This is a big thing. You can't play in this league.
What do you make of
Wait for your time.
What do you make of him coming out and saying if Raila doesn't pick him as his running mate, things may not be that well for him?
That is again is wrong. Because then why are you part of a team and you are saying the team will lose? Then why don't you just leave? I mean, I've never said that, but it gets to a point where you get, it's just too bad. You keep making the same blunder. Stick to one thing. Kalonzo is a seasoned politician. He's old enough to know that if decisions have been made, it is Mother Karua or Peter Kenneth. He can't change it through these childish games and utterances. He knows, he should know. And therefore the best way is, since it looks like these fellows already have Peter Kenneth, Mother Karua, Peter Munya, Liki Nyanjua, not me. How do I still cater for my interest and the interest of my Kamba people?
Okay.
In fact, I will say this repeatedly. Were it not that Kalonzo and other politicians are going for their own personal interest, it is better to negotiate. They can get a very good deal for the community. Because now, anything that Kalonzo asks within the range of what is reasonable, so long as it is not running mate, he will get. And it will not be for Kalonzo Musyoka.
Ambassadorial positions.
It will be for the community. So, okay, now I understand. So, but the Kamba people must also be put on the table. Now he has the speaker. He was supposed to get the speaker of the National Assembly. county assembly, ODM will say. He should have told Raila, no. The president is a big thing. We cannot give you the presidency and still you want things in Nairobi County. No. Choose. If you want the Nairobi County, take it. Let somebody else be president, including Ruto.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Kaloki is not enough. I am supposed to be your running mate. But because of the dynamics of politics and other factors, I cannot be. Therefore, we are going to have the Speaker of the County Assembly in Nairobi. Yeah. We are going to have the Deputy Kaloki. And then we make demands. We also require this, and this.
Some percentages.
Yes. Even in Germany, even in UK, when parties come together, they make demands. Yes. They say we can only join you if we are the one running this ministry for this strategic reason. We believe in the environment. And if we are not getting concession on matters of the environment or the ministry, forget about our support. And they walk out of the room. So you think they are told, come back.
Most of this should be done in boardroom.
Yes, boardroom. That's where you benefit. But if you take it in the gallery for sympathy, forget. He wants his own benefit. Kalonzo Musyoka, and he's not alone. Musalia Mudavadi. All of them want for themselves. If they wanted for the community, let me tell you something. And I used to advise my people at the university, the union. They never listened to me. I used to tell my people at the university, the government does not want to give you salaries. Not because they don't have. If you are a university professor, you have a big name. Nobody will add you money on that big name. It's not that the government doesn't have money. It's your name that people fear.
University
Social balance. Yes, you'll be the only people kusema katika Nairobi. So they will not give you money. Now, if you are pushing for salaries and the government doesn't give you salaries, if you ask for anything else, they'll give you.
Okay.
Ask for land to put up a school for your children, those of you who are young, an academy. Along the lines of Moi Forces Academy, along the lines of, what is it called? Police Academy, Utumishi Academy. Ask for land, including university has a lot of land, to put up residential houses for yourselves, because you have all the experts. These houses will be 10 million when the market value is 60 million. If you ask for things like those, ask for free education for your children at the university, the government will give you. Because so long as you are not touching that one of salaries. So equally, if Kalonzo is not asking for running mate, anything else he asks will be given. It's so I tell politicians, stop being cheap, stop being selfish. Think about the community, think about country. These people like Kalonzo Musyoka are not thinking about their communities. They are thinking about themselves.
Think outside the box.
Think beyond yourself.
Let me remind you about Esorite.com. Even as we're thinking outside the box, if you go to America, instead of looking for websites where you can lease your property, where you can rent property, you can think outside the box and go to Esorite.com. Esorite.com is a merchant. It's a global merchants platform in which you can be able to sell, you can be able to rent, you can be able to lease, and you can be able to even get movie tickets there. If let's say you have this event in America and you're looking for people who can be able to come to your event, let's say you have this play there, Hamilton, that's yours. You go to America and you go to Esorite.com, you can be able to get people that can be able to buy tickets from that platform for you. Even if you have movies and documentaries that you'd like people to buy so that they can watch instantly without waiting for monies from different websites, you go to Esorite.com and you can be able to find yourself clients for your movies, and as they pay, you get your money and they watch. So go to Esorite.com. If you even have books and you have shoes and you have bags that you like to sell, all in one place, why don't you go ahead and visit Esorite.com? As we say, Esorite, it's all right. But let's continue with this conversation. You say Kalonzo needs to hold sway as Uhuru does. But I remind you again about Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, who says Uhuru has concentrated more on Big Four agenda. And he says this is why people feel like they have been left behind. Does this hold water for you?
Nah, forget about it. What would she rather Uhuru did? To be paying people visit in their homes, or to do what? Uhuru is delivering the people of Kenya and the people of Mount Kenya. So what does Anne Waiguru want?
So you think
she has been given a county? What has she done in the county? She should begin by telling us 5 years in Enda Ikisha. What has she done for the people? That's what she should be telling us.
But this sounds believable when you look at the people of Mount Kenya coming out and bashing the president, people of Mount Kenya do not know what the president has done for them. So has the president really done something, or people just don't have the information? That's the big question.
You know, it's like this. Human beings are very interesting people. It is not always the tangibles that win over people. Just look at the difference between Uhuru and Raila. Ruto and Raila. What is Ruto offering the people of Kenya? But you see, Kina Bush are following him.
Yeah.
What is he offering? Can you compare Ruto to Uhuru, to Raila? There's no comparison. So it is also likely that despite the good things Uhuru has done for the mountain, and they are there for everybody to see, they can still listen to Ruto.
Oh.
And think Uhuru is bad.
Because
But they are free. They are perfectly in order. And I'm going to do a video and talk to the people of Mount Kenya and tell them, in the fullness of time, you will regret your actions.
Oh.
Yes.
Bashing Uhuru.
Because Uhuru has been so bad to Kenyans. Yeah. So unfair to Kenyans.
In what way?
Because of Kikuyus. Look at the most recent appointment. How many were those? Ambassadors. 24. How many are Kikuyus? Almost the entire list. People are telling me that hakuna Mluya moja kwa hiyo list. Others even ask Manyora, why are you not there? But I don't want a job from Uhuru.
Why are you not there by the way?
I don't want a job from Uhuru. These are small jobs. Let me tell you this. Out of the list of 24 ambassadors, the ones that was released last week, count the Kikuyus who are there. Just go and count. Kikuyu is one man. Uhuru is one man who appoints fills 3 positions, gazettes them, and the 3 are Kikuyus. So what are these Kikuyus telling us?
Oh.
What are they really telling us? Look at the road network in Kikuyu land. I went for a funeral of an old friend of mine, Wamanyata from Kijiji, Southland. I went there to bury Wamanyata. She was very close to me. We went with many people, Kamawa, Raila, and those. I was surprised. Those roads are going up to the villages, tarmacked. So the things Uhuru has done for Mount Kenya in the coffee sector, tea sector, milk, miraa, he has not done even an eighth of that to the people of Western. Our sugar industry has collapsed. Everything is down.
Why are we in this situation where it seems like Mount Kenya is deeply affected by the so-called betrayal of Ruto Kumiyake by the president
that is another,
than the Rift Valley region? Why are we in this place?
That is another lie. Kikuyus should not lie to anybody. They are saying I laugh. Somebody was saying on a TV show with me, I told him, I don't even respond, that we Kikuyus, when we give a promise, we keep our word. We reward loyalty. When somebody has done good to us, we return the hand. I looked at him and said, are you serious? I didn't even respond. When we went for tea, I told him, please don't make me annoyed. Who has done what Jaramogi did for Kenyatta? Kibaki amekufa. Si alikuwa rais mzuri. Who brought him into politics? Jaramogi went to look for Kibaki from Makerere, where he was beginning his teaching career at the university. And gave him the job to be executive officer of Kano. And bought him a car. Na akamtafutia nyumba akamlipia rent. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. And when the wazungu waliambia Jaramogi form government, wachana hiyo Kenyatta ako jela. Sema, we cannot form government if Kenyatta is in jail. He has to come. People look back and say he was stupid, but he was a very intelligent Kenyan. Can you compare what Ruto has done and what Jaramogi did? Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, Kibaki tosha. But that's not enough. After torturing Kibaki, Kibaki was involved in an accident. Hapa mpale makutano. Raila could not even trust the driver of the ambulance. He drove it himself.
You don't say.
Yes, he drove the ambulance himself at Nairobi Hospital. And when he had to go to UK for treatment, he was put in an ordinary class, ndege. There is no money. You know, this Kikuyus with money. Raila rushed and looked for money and booked first class for Raila. And helped to carry him to the right place in the plane. Akaleta vijana. Because there was nothing to carry Kibaki. Raila organized for young boys. Wamepiga magoti na wamebeba Kibaki hivi. That is Raila for you. He came and said our captain is injured. But the game will go on. He campaigned when Kibaki was in hospital. Can you compare that to what Ruto has done? What has Ruto done for them? So it's not really, like I've told you, in politics, it's rarely the substance. And that's why some people lose their seats when they are seeking re-election. Because they count what they have done. Best CDF, best rubbish.
They even have awards for
yes.
those.
Human beings are stupid sometimes.
They want to see you.
They look for you. There's another MP called Kamala from Western. Oh, Kitui ni bure. Kitui hata kujangi kwa matanga. Look, Mukisa Kitui doesn't go for funerals. Now, that's what... look at, and it really touches people. Those are the kind of... So, I don't know what button Uhuru should have touched. But the choice was very simple. Because if you show dalliance with the Kikuyu people and they were a Kikuyu president, if you show the country you are so good with the Kikuyus, then you will have to sacrifice what you have done to them. You cannot be very close to the Kikuyus, being very nice to them, and then continue doing the things he has done for them. The country will be up against you. So you have to choose. And I think Uhuru chose to do things for his people.
And those who...
Kibaki was also not... People just, why did they blame Kibaki? Again, you can never understand human beings. Kibaki, in fact, was more cold. You go to Kibaki and nakwambia unataka nikusaidia nini? Go and take a loan.
Actually, people say he didn't develop with as they thought.
Yeah. But human beings can be very funny. So I think there's something Ruto touched. Kabaton fulani. And then the Kikuyu people, whap. But I suspect, and I might be wrong, this one I could be wrong. In the fullness of time, they will face Mount Kenya. And it's only fair for them. But this is what the Kikuyus must do. I'll make that video. For today, let me just mention in passing. The Kikuyus must choose whether to follow Raila or Ruto.
They'll have to choose.
I can see them getting lost. Because they will give Raila a handful of votes, and he will not even appreciate them.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
But that handful of votes is what will make Ruto lose. So Ruto will hate them. And then Raila will not appreciate them. So they are lost in the wilderness.
Everything is gone.
Yeah, in the wilderness. And nobody will ever trust them again. That's why if they choose Ruto, let them follow Ruto to a man. But because they will not do that, they are caught in between.
We'll have to wait for that video. But as we wind up, there's this rumor that the president wants to become deputy president. I saw a tweet by Ledamo Lekina. He said, thinking out loud yet again, Article 137(1) of the Constitution does not disqualify the current president from running as the deputy president. Is there a possibility that Uhuru will get back to politics officially in government?
Even just common sense and common decent, that's rubbish. It's not possible. And even the law. The law is, how does he want the law to be written? Laws are usually interpreted. They are not written everything down. Suppose, how will you be president if okay, you are now deputy president. Then something happens to the president. How then you become president? Because the deputy president is a person who should step in.
I didn't think of it the way you have.
In the event the office becomes vacant. So here you are a deputy president, fine, but the law bars you from being president again. Then the president then, so it means, okay, the law still says if you don't take, the speaker can take. Fine, But it's kind of arrangement the law envisages. There's no court, even the magistrate court, that can see that as the case. They will strike it out.
Is there a possibility of him getting in government officially, let's say PM or
Yeah,
anything?
PM is okay. Quite in order. Quite in fact, Uhuru can be a very good PM.
But is there a possibility, practicability of
Uhuru,
the president becoming PM?
Why not?
Doesn't it look awkward?
It's not. It may look a little... People may resent it. From where I stand personally, I wouldn't advise such a thing takes place. I wouldn't advise. Because it simply goes to one thing. The reluctance to let go of power. And when we put the 2-term limit, that's what we were addressing. That because power is sweet, once you may onja, you want to continue. So let's put a law that stops you. So when you now come as PM, you are beating the same intention, the spirit of the law. So I wouldn't advise anyone.
It looks weird, awkward. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to today's political conversation. My name is Jadiel Kebero. Remember to visit Esorite.com in case you are a professional and you want to go abroad and you want someone to hire you. Go to Esorite.com, post yourself there, and you'll get people that would want to hire you in case you have property, in case you have property or assets that you'd like people to lease. You can go to Esorite.com, and I'm sure you'll find someone who would want to rent something that you own. Put your home as an Airbnb. You know, when people go abroad, you go abroad much than I do. But when you go abroad, people don't like hotels. They like a homely feel.
Even here, that thing is picking up. It's picking up.
Airbnb.
Oh, furnished apartments. Yeah, they're picking up.
So if you go to America, get yourself, if you are in America and you feel like your home can accommodate someone, you can post it there at the Airbnb. You can even put it $5 a night, and I'm sure you'll get someone. And for our fans all over the world, we do celebrate you. Jared Mr., our fan from Dubai, UAE. Asante sana for always tuning in into our political conversations here at Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. And if you are there, out there, send us a shout out. Tell us that you are watching us, and we will give you a shout out. Richard Mwende hasn't been around for quite some time. He's the one who does a fan of the week. But Jared, asante sana for always tuning in. Richard Mwende is back. Simon Erongo coming in with a big question. We also have Marcel Mudo for public opinion. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day.